Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. Make sure to like and subscribe if you dig what I'm talking about, and check out my other videos within my channel as well. Today I'm going to be talking about Print All Over Me. No, is it PAOM? Print All Over Me. Print All Over Me is an online service, I guess I can call it, that, any image that you have, they will print it on a t-shirt. And the thing that makes them different is that they not only print on t-shirts all over, get it, print all over me, they also print on pants, button-ups, jackets, coats, scarves, like, it's infinite, the things that they print on. So many different things, bags and everything. And I have some pros and cons about this service that they provide. And I didn't see any videos on YouTube that are like reviews on the products or the service. So I decided that, I'm going to make a video about it just in case there's people out there that are interested in, signing up for Print All Over Me, maybe selling their own designs or having like them print an image that they found online, because they also do that, which is really cool. But there's definitely some pros and cons. Even if you look online, like if you try to find reviews, you'll see that some people have had some really not great experiences. And to be honest, so have I. I've purchased multiple pieces from them that I'm going to show you in this video, and maybe add some photos of me wearing the pieces or trying to wear the pieces, because there is one that I was very unhappy with. But I'll get into that later. But yeah, I thought that it was a really cool service, because I am a designer. I will always be a designer. You're always a designer if you're a designer. I went to school in Atlanta, Georgia for fashion design, but always have had an interest in graphic design as well. So I love to tinker with graphics and make them into fashion as well. It's always been a passion. So I found the Print All Over Me business perspective and strategy and service very intriguing, because they seem to make it really easy to have your own design printed on pretty much anything. And I love print. I'm a very print on print type of person, as you can see, and I always have been. And it totally, I was like, oh wow, this looks really fun and cool. So years ago, when I had some time to just diddle around with graphic design, Photoshop was one of my favorite friends. Definitely one of my favorite applications to make really interesting images. I used to make flyers for parties, and I don't know, I just really wanted to make my own say shirt, or even a little mini collection. So I decided to make a mini collection during that time. I was living in Florida and I was kind of really bored. So I was unemployed at the time also. And I was like, okay, I want to make a little mini collection and, put it on Print All Over Me. At that time, my Etsy and my PAOM, short for Print All Over Me, account was called Fits of Depression. So it was fits of depression because of, clothing fit. You get it. So, because it was also a depressing time for me too. I was going through a lot. We all go through it sometimes. So I decided to call it Fits of Depression. And I put everything on Print All Over Me. And then I was like, wow, these are some pretty cool designs. I did some Kewpie-inspired designs, some Furby-inspired designs, some Rich Gal Dynasty-inspired designs, and even a Beyonce-inspired design that was hair and Beyonce, because, Beyonce is known for her hair. So I put those up on Print All Over Me, and I was like, oh wow, this looks so cool. But the thing about Print All Over Me, back to the topic at hand. The thing about Print All Over Me is that you don't get samples. You don't get any samples, which is understandable, because as a young, if you're a young designer, it takes a lot of money to start a clothing company. A lot of money. To get samples done, etc., to get I don't know, it just, even to get fabric swatches, even to get customized fabric is a lot of money. So, the service that Print All Over Me provides, it's very attractive to young designers. If you're on Photoshop, or even if you're in school and you're making like, different designs that you love, you of course would love to have it printed into reality. So I think that's what's so alluring about the company, is that they offer that, and at like a reasonable price. I believe their prices are, they're not cheap, but they're not crazy either. Like, if you just want one shirt printed, it's about like $80-$90, depending on the shirt that you want. If I'm talking about beyond just a t-shirt. It's like, I think t-shirts are probably like 40-30 something, which isn't bad, to be honest, because you're getting something that's like actually customized in your design, which is great. The thing that sucks is that you don't get to see it in person. You don't get to see it unless you decide to buy it full price, because they don't offer, to my knowledge, and I've ordered multiple things from them, they don't offer discounts to designers. And I'm just like, what is that? Like, like, it seems like you would get like 30-40% off your initial purchase or something in order to see what the item will look like in reality before you have people purchasing it just like that you don't even know, like click-clacking on Print All Over Me, and then all of a sudden, wow, that design looks cool, buys it, and then like maybe hates it because maybe they like printed it on cheap fabric. And to be honest, that's what happened with me. So it wasn't someone else. People were buying my items, but unfortunately you don't really get to communicate with those people. You don't get your designs like reviewed. Print All Over Me doesn't seem to have any type of review outlet on their website. So you don't really get to see how people are saying things fit or how the fabrication is, which is really unfortunate. But I decided to go ahead and order a piece because at that time it was like, if you sell a piece, you actually get money towards your PayPal. That has changed. That has totally changed. And I'm going to get into that in a moment. I want to cover all the bases in this video, so sorry if it's long in advance, but there are some things to talk about. And I haven't seen it talked about here on YouTube, so here I am. So I decided to get a shirt printed. One of the greatest things about their website, and this was years ago, and this is still in place now, but I'm going to get to that too. One of the greatest things about their website is that they do plus sizing. I believe most of the pieces can go up to size 4X, which is great. They don't tend to have measurements for some reason on their website of all the different items and their sizing. And that can be really misleading because you can order something that you would think would be 4X and then you get it and you're like, this is not a 4X. And that is exactly what happened with me. I was very displeased. It was with this shirt here, which I still have. And I ordered this like maybe 5-6 years ago. It's been in my closet. Sorry for the wrinkles, but that's another thing. Okay, so 2 things. 3 things. 1, I love the print. The print turned out really cool. I did like a Nintendo Power Glove on some keys, like from piano, a synthesizer, because I love synth music and I love like technology and I just love it. Like, I love especially vintage technology. But number 2, this fabric is like, when I took it out of the bag, I was like, oh, why does this feel like tissue? It is like so thin. It's completely, like, it's pretty see-through. I don't know if you can see in the camera, let that focus, but it's see-through, and it's just so, like, it is like, I forget what the fabric's called, but it's very much like a tissue, and I was like, ew, I did not know it was going to be like this. I did not know it was going to be like this. I was not happy. And then I held it up to myself, and I was like, it is so small. I'm going to try to take a picture of myself in this, but this is labeled a 4XL. Print All Over Me, 4XL. And I'm like, what? Like, this is so small. It really does look, when you hold it up, it looks like an XL. And this was supposed to be a 4XL. And I paid pretty good money for this shirt because it isn't just a t-shirt. It's a short sleeve button up. So I spent like pretty good money on it. And I was so unsatisfied with this. I love the print, as I said. Like, I love it so much that I might like just keep this and have it like framed or something at some point in my life. But I was just like, I don't like the fabric. Like, it's so sad, and I don't like the fit of it. It's so small. So I emailed customer service. I was like, hey, I got my shirt in, and for one, it took like, I would say about 2 months to get it. And that's another thing, too. It took about 2 months, and I didn't understand, like, them cutting and sewing the fabric or however they do it, because I don't think it's just, like, printed onto, like, the shirt. I think it's actually, like, you know, they print it onto fabric and then they sew it together, which is cool. But I was like, wow, it's like, it's supposed to take like 4 weeks, I think. And I swear this took like 2 months. And I contacted customer service and was like, I received the shirt. It is so small. I held it up to another piece that I own that's like 4X. And it's like, I would say this fits like probably like a 1X or 2X. So it was very discouraged. I was like, I'm not wearing this. It is so like paper thin. It's like really like a tissue fabric. I forget the name of the fabric. Sorry. But like, it's not linen, because I actually have some of their linen pieces. It is more like I don't know. But I was just very not pleased with the situation. I got a message back from their customer service, and they were like, hi, if you want to send it back, you can send it back. And I was just like, well, I don't want to go through the trouble of sending it back, but like, what? Like, this is a 4X. This is as big as you guys go. Like, do you have like, did I get the wrong shirt? Like, did someone measure it incorrectly? And I honestly feel at that time their pieces were coming from China, maybe, because I know if you order like a 3X or 4X and it's coming from China, a lot of the times it's much smaller because their sizing is different in China. So I was like, I don't understand why this is so small. I even sent her photos of the measurements, etc. There was nothing she could do. And I mean, like, you know, she works in customer service. She doesn't run the business, I assume. And she just couldn't do anything about it. And I was like, well, I guess I'm left with this shirt that I can't wear, but hopefully I'll print it one day. So that was my experience with that. And I decided to just like leave them alone. I didn't order anything from them for a very long time. Because that was, oh God, I don't know what date that was. It was like a long time ago, 5 or 6 years, I would say. So then in 2020, I had a little time on my hand, and I decided that I wanted more pieces. And I was like, should I trust this? But I really wanted these specific like items that I had been like dreaming of, and there was no other designer that makes them, and this was probably the best service that I found that allows, like I said, like different types of designs, because most websites out there that provide you with the ability to print your own print is just t-shirts. And I was like, I have enough t-shirts. I don't want another t-shirt. I want something different. So I went on their website. They were having, the thing that attracted me back to them was that they were also having a really good sale. I think they were having like pieces 50% off. And I was like, whoa. And I really wanted a Mickey Mouse coat. For some reason, I was craving a Mickey Mouse coat. And I did make my own print of this one. But I was on their website and I was scrolling and I saw they had neoprene coats. And I was like, cool. And I came across this crazy design. On it says Mantra. I don't know who the actual designer is. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. But I bought this neoprene coat, and I'll add a picture of it. But it's so fun. I get so many compliments on this. It's ridiculous. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. But it has like a huge Mickey Mouse on it. It is so cool. And I was like, I love it. I got this coat. The thing about them is that it takes so long. It's like, hey boo, can you give me an estimate of when this is going to ship or something, so I'm not just left out in the blue? They give you an estimate on their website, but it's so off. I think it says like 4 to 6 weeks. It literally takes like 2 months. It's crazy. And then they'll have your tracking number available, and it'll still take like weeks for it to ship. So I'm just like, dude, where's this coat? So anyways, I finally got the coat, and I was so in love with it. I was like, this feels so good. It is so cute. Like, okay, maybe they're doing things right again. It's also a 4X. The labels change. You can see how many years it's been. It's a 4X. And so, yeah, it's a 4X. The label's different than the other piece that I showed you. So it shows that they've changed a little bit, and the sizing is correct. Like, this fits oversized. It's a 4X. The color is beautiful. I don't know if you can see all of that, but it's so cool. It has like a twisted, like kind of ravey Mickey Mouse, and then like a atom bomb. I am obsessed with this coat, but I will say that the fabric, once again, is kind of sad. The fabric is kind of sad. I wore it a few times. And I immediately noticed that it starts peeling like crazy. And I don't know if all neoprene is like this, but you can see here where my hair drags along the fabric. There's pilling. There's a lot of pilling on the side. So yeah, it's still a beautiful coat. I still love it, but this pilling is like out of control. I don't know if you can even see it, but hopefully you can. But these coats are really cool. I just hate the pilling, and I hate how long it took to receive it. I got it, it was like 50% off, which is a great price for it, and it's a really great layering piece, especially when it's cold, and it goes with so many things. So I definitely suggest that if you are going to do print all over me, these coats are pretty cool. I love this coat. So I actually decided for my birthday that I had wanted a Grace Jones shirt. Actually, I'll stick with the coats first. So I also decided that for my birthday, I wanted an Andy Warhol coat. And Andy Warhol, since I was a kid, has been one of my favorite artists, like, ever. I love his aesthetic, the pop art, the stories, the disco, just, like, everything. His writing is absolutely ridiculous. So am I. So it just like falls in line with like things that I love. And I wanted a pink coat. I knew I wanted a pink coat, and I wanted to be Andy Warhol. So I designed this one for myself for my birthday. It's the Fright Wig self-portrait of his, and I made it so it's like the different, because there's like, I think there's like 4 different Fright Wig self-portraits. I love this coat. It's another one that started pilling, but I just like really love it. And again, I got this when they had their sale. They have some pretty good sales, but you have to catch them when they have their sales, because I honestly don't believe that their product and service is worth the price, the regular price, personally. So they luckily have some sales where it's like 50% off, 25% off. You just have to catch them at the right time. Because this fabric, you can probably see it. It's like pilling. And maybe I could take one of those like razors and like, cut the pilling off that people use for like sweaters. But I love this print. I decided to also try their linen shirts, because I saw their linen shirts went up to 4XL, and they finally had, I was like, if the coats worked in a 4XL, then maybe the shirts will now. This type of Mandarin collar linen shirt, they actually had the measurements on there, so I was like, maybe I can try that out. Maybe I can try it. So I decided to try it, and the first one that I did was this Grace Jones Richard Bernstein print. I freaking love this print. And these are all available on my Print All Over Me if you decide you want to order anything. But I absolutely love it. Do not copy me. But you can order the pieces. This print turned out really cool. I thought the color was going to be brighter. I know this looks really bright in the camera, but I thought it was going to be like even more vivid, but I think with the linen, they can only do so much type of like coloring and dyeing involved with it. So I was pretty happy. It fits oversized. I can wear it like a baseball jersey open, or I can button it up and just have it like a nice like summer shirt. It's really cool. I was really happy when I opened the package and finally saw pieces that fit me from them. I was ecstatic. It takes forever. Forever. But I was like, God, it feels like it's worth it. I went ahead and did a Mickey Mouse one too, because I've always loved Mickey Mouse, and it's the Warhol Mickey Mouse. So I decided to do that. And I also did, because it's hard to find like things that you really love in like a print do you love. So it's really great that you can like alter images and make them like kind of your own on a shirt. That's not just a t-shirt. So I also did Peter Sato. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but he's an amazing Japanese illustrator from like the 70s, 80s, and I love his work. This image was actually, it still is actually, my phone background, and I was like, I want it as a shirt. I want it as a shirt, so I went ahead and did it. It gives me very much like the Memphis group type of aesthetic with the lines, but then it also gives me that like 80s romanticism. Ugh, I love it. I love this shirt so much. You probably see me wear it in one of my previous videos, and the Mickey Mouse one too, actually, in my previous videos, but I really love it. The quality of the linen shirts are pretty good too. They are kind of stiff, but I think that's part of like linen. They're not like the really light linen, but it's pretty stiff. As you know, linen wrinkles, and that's fine. It's part of the fabric. But yeah, it's really cool how they piece it together. You can actually tell that the fabric was printed and then they sewed it, because you can see on the collar how it's separated. I really love these shirts. And I'm glad to add them to my collection of clothing. I have so much. It's ridiculous. But the thing about Print All Over Me, another thing, rather, about Print All Over Me that's a downside is that if you do sell things, you don't really get paid for it. They now do a thing where they give you a gift card, so you basically have to just buy more things. And I don't know what the percentage is of the gift card. I might have to look it up and hopefully add it into the video up there or something. But it's like 20% or something of your sales you get each quarter. And I don't even know how they decide the quarters, but you get each quarter and of the year, and you get it as a gift card. So basically like a coupon, and you add it into the promo code fields when you want to buy something else. And I'm just like, you guys used to do where, you know, you send artists or designers money to their PayPal, which is great, but now you do it as a gift card. And here's the catch. So with this gift card, it's only a limited time that you can even use it. So I received a gift card for like $30 or something. And I was like, that's cool, but I don't really want to buy anything from you guys right now because it's taking forever and I just like don't want to sit around waiting. So I had the gift card, and I also didn't want to spend my own money at that time because nothing on there is really $30. So, and you can't combine that gift card with a promo code. So you basically have to buy it at the full price. So you get it, and like, I didn't know. I had no idea. The email did not say any of this. But you have a limited time, apparently, now to use that gift card. Otherwise, you lose it. What? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, they sent me the gift card, and they were like, hi, here's your quarterly gift card, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I thought I could just, like, have it, like, money in the bank. And then I went to go buy something, because, I think I wanted like a scarf or something that was like pretty cheap. I think they're like linen scarves are $30. Not $30, they're like $50 or $40 something. And with shipping, which is like $10 by the way, it would have been like $50. So it was like, okay, so I guess I'll just spend $20 of my own money and spend this gift card towards scarf. And I went to go use it and I couldn't use it. So I was like, what the heck? So I emailed customer service. That's another thing. When you email customer service, a lot of times you do not get an answer back. And I had multiple email contacts to customer service in my mailbox, and that I tried emailing, and it just gets not bounced back, but you get like an auto response. And I was like, what the heck? Like, so basically my $40 gift card is now gone. And I'm like, so what the, like, that's crazy to me. So if you're deciding to use Print All Over Me, these are all things to take into account, because it's not that great of a service, but it is also really great service. I don't know how to explain it to you. It's like, they make cool stuff, finally, because beforehand, that tissue button-up shirt was a no, but that print, that graphic that I did was a yes. But I guess I just have to live with that. But the current stuff that they have seems pretty awesome. And I wish there were more services out there for young designers that did it like they do, with so many different types of pieces that you can order or, you know, create designs for. But I wish they did it right. I kind of wish that maybe Print All Over Me will get remanaged at some point, and people would jump in that do it better, because it would be so cool for like young designers and young artists and even bands to make like their own like tote bags, button ups, coach jackets. They do like so many different types of styles that you can print on. But unfortunately, the service overall, I would give it a 4. A 4. And that 4 is because the designs that you can do are so cool. And they do cut and sew. And I'm really happy with these pieces. But the time that it took to receive them, the price, the customer service, and just like, I don't know, it just really deducts from the score of a 10. From 1 to 10, I give them a 4 because, I don't know, it's just, it took forever. But I am really pleased with the pieces that I received later, but I'm really unhappy with the customer service and with the fact that you don't get paid for your designs. Which if I had spent time creating these graphics from scratch and I didn't get any money, I would be like kind of sad about it. But luckily, these are pieces that like I spent time like altering them or color changing them. But they're like pieces that are by like my favorite like artists, like Warhol, Sato, Richard Bernstein, Grace Jones, that it's kind of okay that I'm not getting money back for them. But I got great product. But I just wish, Print All Over Me, please just do it better in the future. I admire your service and the idea of Print All Over Me. I think it's great. But you guys need to do better with the customer service and just overall. And if you guys need help, like, hit me up. Like, I would love to help out. Because, like, you can do better. Like, have better customer service, have better turnarounds, have better, like, fabrics, etc. Like, it's totally possible. And you guys have done a great job so far, but not great enough. And that's why you receive a 4. So, yeah, that is my review of Print All Over Me. If you're deciding to use the service, I'll link it down below. But please take into account everything that I've said. It will take a long time for you to receive your items. You will probably not hear from customer service, but you will eventually receive your items, to my knowledge. Don't hold me accountable for it. I don't work there. But yeah, that's how I feel about Print All Over Me. And I hope this video was helpful, because I didn't see any great videos about Print All Over Me and its service on YouTube. But I hope you found this video helpful. If you have experiences with Print All Over Me, please comment down below. Let me know what your experience was. I look forward to hearing about it. If you know of any companies that offer the same services that they do, with so many different types of like pieces and designs, please let me know in the comments also. I'm sure it'll help out me and also people that are watching this video that are interested in getting their pieces made. So let me know down in the comments, and if you liked this video and if it was helpful, please like the video and subscribe, and I'll be updating this page and this channel with more rambles and mambles and babbles from me. So look forward to talking to you guys again. Peace. Look forward to talking